Welcome back, everybody. We're back. It's been a little bit. This is the Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Woo!
And this is Super Blast X.
And this is Tokutoni.
And we're back to cover Superhero Time one more time. As some of you may have known or seen, we put a community post up about 7-8 weeks ago. We were kind of busy for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Our mom had a pretty serious brain injury that put her in the ICU.
Yeah.
She was there for about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And then she got moved to a more recovery room until eventually she got to rehab. And flash forward to last week, or 2 weeks ago, excuse me.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
And we're home.
Hey, we're back home. We're finally, Jesus Christ, we're home. During the day.
It was a hell of a summer. I'll say that. Her injury, for anybody that's curious, it was a subarachnoid hemorrhage.
That's right.
So a blood vessel in her brain popped. She had brain fluid filling up her skull.
Right.
And sorry, trigger warning for anybody who doesn't like stuff like that. But it is real. She amazed literally every one of her physicians, all of the nurses, all the doctors that she had attending to her. Were shocked and amazed at how fast and well she recovered.
It was miraculous.
By all accounts, we should still be in the hospital or doing therapy. But no, she's here, walking around. She's driving again. No, she was bedridden for about 3 to 4 weeks. She couldn't get up. She tried, but she couldn't get up.
The total duration from our stay from that first day to when she got out was 41 days.
Yeah. 41 days in the hospital, in a hospital, being transferred. And she also got a hole in her throat. She had a stoma, so she had to breathe through there, and
she got trached up.
She still has a food pump that she has to wait to take it out.
Yeah, she has a
soon.
She has a what do you call it? A peg tube.
Yeah.
On there, they have to take out still.
And that is getting taken out in about a week.
Right.
Which is amazing and exciting.
So she's at home, but they needed a schedule to take out that peg tube, only because they thought that she would still be in the hospital.
Yeah.
Whenever they were going to take out the peg tube.
Yeah.
It's miraculous. Fun fact: subarachnoid hemorrhage is what killed the drummer of Malice Miser, the band that Gact was in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of brings it together.
It does.
Except you had Gact.
Yeah.
Of all the songs that he sang.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best.
Sure.
Anyway, that's what I found out just looking up the stuff for my mom. Crazy stuff.
So we didn't want to spend too much time talking about that because it's personal and private and really not...
It's not our thing.
It's not our thing that happened to us. What happened did happen to us in a way. But we're just happy we're home. We're happy she's home.
Whew. Yeah.
This whole time, that's where my brain was. My mind was just on her and her recovery.
Yep.
Making sure we were able to get home. Yeah, there was a pretty long 41 days.
Yeah.
Pretty dark 41 days.
It's like she was faking it.
She recovered so well. Tony is telling people that it was like she was faking it.
It's like she was faking it. It's crazy how fast she recovered from everything.
Another thing, if you don't have medical insurance here in America,
ooh boy,
Jesus Christ, take care of your body.
Oh man, it was bad.
My mom's bill is unbelievable. It literally unbelievable.
From just one of the hospitals.
And we were in 3. Granted, the one hospital that's charging her that much is the one place where she got the most done. She had a bunch of operations and stuff, there are procedures done on her there.
That was also like the top of the line hospital. Like that was like a legit great hospital.
Yeah. But listen, everybody, take care of yourselves, because wow.
And take care of your mamas.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Before we get into that, let's cover ourselves. What have we been up to these past 41 days? I'm going to just say 7 weeks. Is that right?
I couldn't tell you, but it sounds right.
7 times 7 is...
I only think 7 because if 7 times 2 is 14, flip that around, that's 41. That's just a connection my head made. But I don't know if 7 weeks is correct. But it sounds correct.
Okay.
I mean, 41 days, however long it is, whatever.
I mean, yeah, man.
No, we know how long it was. So we caught up, and it was 6 Geats episodes and 7 King-Ohger episodes. So 7 weeks.
Yeah, but we also we were gone for 7 weeks. Okay.
Yep. Simple math using tokusatsu.
But because okay. She was in the hospital for 41 days, but we were gone for 49 days from this podcast.
Oh, right.
Because we didn't record we could have recorded last week, we just didn't. We were still like settling back in home.
Yeah.
So we needed that extra week.
Yeah, we took a extra week. Pretty good, actually.
Like readjust. So in the meantime, I didn't really do much because we were in the hospital.
Right.
And this was, by the way, guys, if you guys listened to the last episode I talked about the Twice show when I went to see Twice.
And that
was that Sunday.
When I talked, you went to Twice and I had just come back to Mexico. Just come back from Mexico.
Yeah. So we had just had a really eventful weekend.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, an actual nightmare happened to us.
Yeah, literally a few days later is when things stopped. Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. I was very, very, very happy at Twice, and then my happiness was taken away that week. So it's kind of like my happiness had to be balanced.
Yeah, no, you had too much going on. It was too in the
kind of like my happiness was taken away.
Yeah.
Kind of like happiness is on a scale and it has to be balanced. We saw Kekura die.
Kekura die.
So yesterday we caught up on all 6 episodes of Geats we missed and all 7 episodes of King-Ohger.
Yeah.
I say we missed. I actually did watch it every Saturday live, unsubtitled. So yesterday I was actually able to watch it with the subtitles. It's kind of okay to follow. I say this all the time. And I also was still on the message board, so I was following what people were saying and translating it too. So because I know I'm going to be there because I want to keep up to date with the toy information.
Right, that's the big thing.
So I need to stay up to date with the shows so that, the synergy is there. But yesterday was our chance to actually watch them subbed, and we caught up and everything. And boy, we're not going to remember everything at all.
Man, it was crazy. It's crazy though.
Yeah.
There have been times in the past whenever we were doing this before the podcast where there have been stints of not watching for weeks and weeks. That was we've never done that before, where we sat down and watched everything in one day.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. But it took up all day. We took an hour-long break in the middle, and then we left to go do something at the end of the day. But yeah, that's not. I see why people don't like binging stuff because you can't like appreciate the information that's given to you in each episode?
I think yes. It's not about appreciation for me. It's about depreciation. Gira's coat flip.
Oh, okay.
Very apparent.
So there's ups and downs with that.
Yeah.
So, Jesus, yes, that for me, the appreciation of me seeing every episode is that I get to keep all the little nuances and details that are in the episode that keep me liking certain characters. Like, I'm sure if we watched every episode, like how we did before, I'd like Keiwa and Kekara a lot more. But because I got given everything in like all one bam, I'm starting to forget a lot of the character developments and nuances and arcs and everything like that. That's my take.
Yeah.
Your take for King-Ohger.
I still loved it. It's just that you notice just how often, not watching this week to week, you notice just how often Gira does that coat flip thing and the camera's doing that low angle. And you just see his arm flail. And it looks cool and everything, but he literally does it at least once every single episode.
At least once.
He didn't do it last episode.
It is crazy.
But it is like super apparent.
Never noticed that before.
Never noticed how often it was. I mean, we knew it was a thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But it kind of like reminds me of when Emu would get, spoiler alert, no, I'm not gonna spoil it, but whenever Emu would get the burst of air, whenever right before he would,
it's a good visual.
that happens all the time. There's a reason for that, which is pretty cool. But it's kind of like that where it happens every week, but if you watch them back to back, it's like, yeah, okay, I get it.
By the end of it, you were, what did you say about the drinking game?
I just said you'd get totally trashed if you did a drinking game watching King-Ohger and you take a shot every time he does the coat flip. But yeah, what before we get into superhero time, I finished my Zenkaiger mini pla. I got Juran and Gawon, and they combined. That was fun. That's the only tokusatsu toy I really got into or really did in the break. I did that at the hospital to sort of calm me down, and it works.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
They did start taking pre-orders on the reissued Kyoryuger DX mech. There's a rumor right now about that. I mean, it is the 10th year anniversary, so it makes sense that they're reissuing them, even though they have never reissued any past DX mech for any anniversary. They don't do that. But Kyoryuger is getting it. My favorite Sentai season. But them taking pre-orders on that sort of solidifies a little bit of those rumors, and we're going to talk more about that at the end of the episode today.
Rumors.
So they did that. It being the summer, if you remember, I am a substitute teacher. It being the summer, I wasn't working, so thankfully I was able to be there with my mom every single day. But we came back, and the very next day, I was able to take a job for a month. So I'm in the middle of a position right now. I'm working at an elementary school, working with the special needs kids, and it is the toughest I've ever had that job.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
It is very, very, very difficult. The school needs more organization. Thankfully, they are taking that into consideration and are going to be splitting up the class tomorrow, Monday. So hopefully I'll have a better week this week than I have the last 2 weeks. They showed, my Die Ranger Super Shoto came in. I haven't played with that, but it's here. My
best suits.
My Spider Kumano's mini pla came in. So did the Guardian.
Yeah,
the Guardians came in during this break as well. What else?
It's all here.
Yeah, all my King-Ohger mini pla. I have not done any King-Ohger mini pla. I think I'm gonna wait to do a stream for that. See if anybody's interested. I love doing mini pla. It's very relaxing to me. And hopefully I can set up a camera and put my hands in, show what that looks like for anybody who doesn't want to do mini pla or is unfamiliar with it. I'd love to be able to show why I like this line so much and why I will continue to always support the Sentai mini pla, because I think that's the best form. I mean, the DX is nice, but the articulation usually sucks. Can't say that for Don Bros and King-Ohger, because those, they finally paid attention and they're starting to put more articulation in it. But if you look at like the Zuo Cube, the Zyuohger's mech, that's a brick, versus the Zyuohger DX versus Zyuohger mini pla. Zyuohger mini pla is amazing. It's way more articulated, and it's a lot cooler. But yeah, that's some of the stuff that I've been up to.
Like keeping up with.
You got a haircut.
Oh yeah, so
I think. Oh, I got back into Pokemon Unite. I'm playing that a lot. If anybody wants to add me, let me know.
Oh yeah, you've been playing.
Shoot me a DM or DM on whatever, or message here on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video. I finished my Pokedex in Pokemon Scarlet, and yeah, I'm really excited for Dyreno to come soon. Dyreno Mini Pla.
That's a big one
from Die Rangers. It's gonna be sick. And I think I covered everything.
Pretty much everything you got.
Once I get my first paycheck, I am gonna go see Barbie and the new Turtles movie.
And Oppenheimer? Question mark?
I don't want to watch Oppenheimer, but I'll watch Barbie and I'll watch the Turtles. I'm gonna do that hopefully this weekend, because I really want to watch those. I'll probably watch them at like 11 in the morning.
Why don't you want to watch Oppenheimer?
Because I don't want to watch boring movies.
Okay, I guess that's different, because I fucking love boring movies.
No, I have no interest in that. Plus, it's like real.
Yeah, it's real life.
And nah.
You don't like drama is what it is.
I bet you Barbie's gonna be dramatic.
Well, I'm saying like a traditional drama. Not like Barbie like facing your mortality drama.
Yeah, no. I don't.
Because I love that kind of stuff. I love boring stuff.
No.
It's so good.
No.
Love The Irishman. Anyways, what I've been doing in that time, I made a pretty big purchase. Not so much impulsively. I bought a MacBook Pro while it was on sale, open box.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it was a $2,000 laptop, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't pay that much for a laptop. For Apple, you do. I saved $800 on it because it was open box and it was Christmas in July. That was happening. That was that sale that was happening.
Yeah.
So I saved $800. I tried buying that thing 3 times at the same store. They wouldn't let me until I did it the 4th time. And then it went through.
Why?
I don't know. Every time I'd put in the request to buy it, as soon as it went, okay, we got it. You got your thing. An hour later, after it'd be like, okay, we're getting it ready for you, because you'd only have to do in-store pickup. It'd be like, oh, we can't find the item. Denied. I did that 3 times until it finally gave it to me.
My experience, that was in my retail experience. I can only guess that was somebody who wanted to buy it themselves that worked there.
Probably, yeah. Because those 3 times buying it were on 3 separate days. So I probably got it on a day that person didn't work at that Best Buy. At that day.
Yeah.
But I got it. It's a really great... Oh, man, it's so good. I have OBS and DaVinci on it. So I was editing some clips that I haven't posted up yet while we were doing our break. And then I can do mobile podcasts now. Wherever I'm at or wherever me and Blastix are at, we can just go set up, bring our mics, set up anything. We can do like an outside podcast sort of thing. Maybe. It's way too hot for that right now, but it's an option. And I haven't bought anything Tokusatsu related, but there is something on Amazon right now that I've been looking at.
Didn't your phone case come in?
Well, you see, that was a little bit sad. Yes, the Shin Kamen Rider belt phone case did come in. I did not read correctly the phone sizes that were acceptable for it. I read the 11 Plus or 11 Pro for that is acceptable to fit in the thing.
Yeah.
I tried putting mine in my phone in there right now. I have a 11 Pro Max. Pro Max is about 2 inches wider, 2 inches taller, wider.
Inches?
Yeah.
That's a big ass phone.
Yeah, it's a pretty big phone. Comparatively to the Pro. Yeah, diagonally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still pretty big. God damn.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Pretty big phone. I failed to read that, so now it doesn't fit on my iPhone. I would have carried it everywhere with me. Now I'm sad. It's up in my shelf as a display piece.
I was gonna say, it being a belt, you could still just display it.
Yeah, but there is something on Amazon that I've been looking at right now. No one has talked about it from what I've seen. No one's really looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
In August, when all of the US sellers for Kamen Rider Geats stuff finally went up,
yeah.
because everything was up from pre-order, there was one item that I was looking at specifically. It's a bundle, Geats, the belt, Revolve Boost, and
Magnum?
Oh yeah. What did I say?
Revolve?
Magnum Boost and Buffa Zombie. And a little hammer thing.
Mm-hmm.
All for $100.
Yeah.
Prime 2-day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is legitimately, like, I'm thinking about getting it like every day. Because I haven't gotten anything from this show because I haven't made enough for it.
Yes, you did.
What did I get?
You have some Soto.
Yeah. Man, even that too. They haven't made any soda. They made so limited of it.
Yeah.
Can't find any on Mandarake. But that's what I'm looking at right now. Another big development for me.
You also have the bath bomb toy.
I already made that. Oh, no, I see what you're saying. That was actually good because that was Kawa.
Yeah.
Base Kawa. Not even the regular Kawa.
Ninja Kawa.
I have, for a long time, past 3 years, have had long hair over my shoulders. I always had it tied up so you couldn't really see in pictures. But I recently chopped it all off. So now it's short and professional.
Well, you didn't chop it off.
No, yeah. The story of it was, I told my mama, not your mom, that when she got out of the hospital, she would cut my hair because she's been dying to do that for like 3 years, ever since I started growing it out super long. So she got out and I had to hold up my end of the bargain and she chopped it all off. It was pretty lethargic for her, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And I guess for all y'all, because all y'all see my hairs everywhere.
I hated it. I hated it. Please keep your hair short.
Shorter than
that.
Short and professional.
Yeah. Just not as long as it.
It was long. It was really long. Everyone at work was freaking out.
I know you would get compliments because of how nice and healthy your hair looked.
Yeah, everyone loved my hair.
But I would find your hair everywhere.
Yes.
I don't know how that works if your hair is that healthy that it falls out all the time too.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know.
Weird.
But yes, I'm glad that you cut your hair.
Maybe it's not as healthy as I think it is. But I'd always get compliments about it. You know, since I'm a delivery guy, I get compliments about it all the time. And now that I'm doing deliveries again, and the people at work see me, they're like, oh, or there was one comment I got at a festival, like no, not a festival, a party get together thing at the office that we had.
Oh yeah.
One of the managers at the MD Anderson office that we have saw me and he freaked out. He's like, "Whoa, dude, you haven't come to the office in like 3 weeks and your hair's all chopped off. What's going on with that?" He didn't see it, and so did the other person there. They didn't see it, and everyone was talking about it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I don't like it. I'm cold. My head is cold.
That's good. Right now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, right now. It was good, man. Having long hair, all tied up, headaches all the time. Pretty great. Pretty bueno. But other than that, nothing's really changed for me. How do you say? I set up my Switch. I have the graphics card, the game HD thing, the Elgato, set up again. So I can now.
Oh yeah.
So I can now use my YouTube channel, like for real this
and
time.
And you posted something.
I did. I posted me beating Connect 4 Impossible level in a minute. It was pretty good. That's hard, by the way. That's like really, really hard to do. I'm just built like that. I'm the greatest ever was.
I love that I was able to part of my mom's recovery and rehab was play Connect 4. It was a big Connect 4 like for the lawn.
Oh yeah,
with her.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
I saw pictures for that.
Yeah.
We should do more game stuff. We love board games.
Yeah.
We played Solitaire for a long time.
We played Solitaire for
we
a bit.
We did Wordle and crosswords.
Still play Wordle and mini New York Times mini crosswords.
Yeah. Something I did also want to say, I haven't bought anything Tokusatsu related. I have been on Mandarake though, and my Sahara storefront order is up to 19,000 yen.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And since it's Sahara, it's instant. It's no like storefront check or store back check. So I already calculated. I already did it as if I was going to buy it. For that, it came up to 33,000 yen, which is about $250. A little less than $250
for books.
So most of my stuff in there is manga. I'm not gonna buy any of it. This is all stuff that I was collecting while we were, having our break. But it's stuff I look back on it now and I'm like, I didn't really want that. I just wanted to buy something in the moment to make me feel better. So now I can look back at all the stuff like the manga that I was gonna get and think, and like make a real decision.
Where's your order?
Sahara, yeah.
Oh, one of the Vrun Majin mini pla.
That's in my
Sahara.
It's in my order.
In Sahara?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I have some stuff. I have some more Fuga Chronicle to get. But other than that, smooth sailing for me.
So yeah, if you could, of course I'll pay you back. I'm getting back to get funds again. So eventually I am planning on getting stuff again.
Yeah.
But one of the things I wanted before this whole thing happened was Vrumajin Minipla.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't like having Judan and Gaon by themselves in Minipla form. And this will be the third time I own them. I own DX Gaon and Judan, Yudo Gaon and Judan, Minipla Gaon and Judan. So that's 3. And then for Majin and Vrun, same thing. DX and Yudo, I don't have their Minipla. So that'll make me feel better. I also am thinking about getting the Kamen again, because they could all combine in that.
Right.
That's a maybe way later. Mostly because it's so cheap too.
Is it really?
It's really cheap, yeah.
I'll throw it in my box.
I shouldn't know that.
I'll throw it in my box.
Let me see if I can bring it up again. Because it's on my alerts. Favorite list. Oh, it's not that cheap. It's 1,500 yen.
1,500 yen, that's $8.
Oh, it is $10. It's 10.33.
Hey, 10.33. 1,500 yen?
Yep.
Is it going up again?
A little bit.
Ooh,
little bit.
Okay.
Tiny bit.
So my Mandarake addiction has only had one benefit in that I can
guesstimate.
I can guesstimate the amount of yen per dollar. But because of the yen fluctuations going up and down, it changes constantly. So my guesstimations are fluctuating constantly. But that's the only good thing that's come out of me being in Mandarake. I can guess 10,000 yen. That's like $8. 1,500 yen. That's how you said 10.31. And that was up.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff I want to get on Mandarake for Geats. I just wish they would actually have it in stock. It seems like Geats, they're so focused on the story, they haven't mass-produced a lot of the toys that have been going on.
No, okay.
Because we don't get any of it. The Geats ID2, I was never able to get. I didn't pre-order it, and it was on Mandarake once, and now it's gone forever.
So what happened was they didn't. There was issues with there was production issues, and it hit Soto really hard, specifically Soto. So be it the plastic or packaging, something happened.
Something
that slowed them down a lot because we weren't getting blogs, we weren't getting any updates.
No,
even when the blogs did come back, they were sort of like vague.
It was stagnant,
and it just felt weird. And this is not something that Sentai felt much because Yudo's a different department, and Yudo doesn't. They're not made as much anyway. The only real thing Yudo felt was instead of the Yudo set 2 coming out in October, it's coming out in November. But Soto specifically, I mean, wasn't one of the last things we talked about where one of the power-ups for Geats is going to be premium Bandai only? That right there on the screen? Remember? We talked about that. Where him, Zien, and when they combine...
Oh my god, yes, it was.
And it's premium Bandai only. It's so expensive.
Yeah, stupid expensive. For 3 figures.
For 3 figures. That just came out, by the way. And it is a sticker hell.
Oof.
And it's premium anyway. It hit the Kamen Rider brand really, really hard. And I don't get why. I don't know what happened.
No idea.
So that's why the cadence of Soto releases for Geats got so weird. I want to blame part of it on the show itself. It was a battle royale type show, so every like new rider had to be unique. So I think they just got too ambitious with that, and they couldn't satisfy every release.
Like how they were making the toys, or how the character designs were.
Well, that and like what took priority.
Okay.
What they were supposed to do. I mean, one of the boxes had like 3 Geats, right?
So
or something like that.
The first one had Boost, Magnum, and Base.
Yeah, like one on top.
Yeah.
And then one on bottom. Like it was just a whole thing. So I think, and personally, in my opinion, it just wasn't managed well, and that's why we didn't see much.
That's true. That's a big reason.
But speaking to Soto, I'm using an example from last year with Revise. Revise was kind of nice because, damn.
Ah, you did it. You fucking did it. That's nice, Vice.
Damn it. That totally threw me off.
Revise was nice, Vice.
Revise had a reissue of like the popular or the main characters.
Yeah.
So they reissued Revi, Vice, Live. Was Evil in that too?
Revi, Vice, Survival, Ever, Jans, Demon, Zuvel. Well, not them. But yes.
Okay,
Gene. It was Live and Evil. Gene
and Spider.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was repackaged, and some of those were from like box 2 or box 3, but they put them all in one like special box.
Yeah.
Because those were the main characters, and they re-released it. I hope and I wish, it's too late now. There's no other way they're gonna announce it because the show ends next week. That they did that for Geats, where we would get Ninja, Tycoon, Magnum Geats,
Beat,
Nago, Zombie Buffa, Monster Punk Jack, sure.
Yeah.
Even though not really. What was that, 5? Yeah. And then I don't know.
Yeah, because I'd actually get that.
Yeah, get that. And
when Revice was going on, I didn't get any of the Soto. They announced box 2, and then they announced Re 1, which is the thing that you said, where they took all of the characters.
I didn't come out around box 2.
No, was it box 3 or something?
It came out way later in the show.
Well, I remember they had announced Re 1, and I pre-ordered Re 1 whenever we were like so many boxes into it. Like ID whatever, or like Re whatever. But that's the only one I got. because I felt like I was never gonna collect everything for Revice, but now I see everything is up for Revice still. You can get all of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's that too. We can just hope that resellers will put up a Ninja Tycoon for you on Mandarake, and you can get it from there. Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully.
because right now, like on eBay, it's like $30,
So
and these figures by themselves are not $30.
I saw a on eBay a Tycoon special. His base form, his ninja top, and the ninja bottom. Guess how much that was?
$80?
$95.
$95.
Ridiculous.
Luckily for me, girls aren't popular, and Nago is still pretty available.
Yeah,
But either way, I have everything too. You helped me get her.
which is ridiculous because we got her when she came out, and you can still get her, but not any of the other ones.
No. I wouldn't mind, just for novelty, to have a top Magnum Geats.
Yeah.
Just because that's the main character or whatever.
I have that.
Yeah.
That came extra in box 1.
You have an extra one?
Yep.
Why would... Okay. That's fine.
That's why you were saying 3 Geats came in the first box, because I had an extra Geats Boost Magnum.
But that's kind of beneficial because the Magnum piece can be used for anybody, so you can just put a different head on there.
Yeah. And also that too, they were really putting their coin in, putting all the hens in one basket, for the sort of revolve system that they had going on, where the top could be used for another character, or the bottom could be used for another character as forms. So they've been releasing boxes where it's just a base DGP person, and then the head character of someone.
Yeah, and that just came out in the most recent release box, ID courses, ID6, I think.
ID6, yeah.
And that has one that I want, Lopo, because she's a female writer in the show and she's pretty cool. And I could use her head with, what did she have a lot? She had Ninja a lot, so that'd be cool to have a Ninja top.
She had Ninja, Monster, and Boost.
Boost would be a cool one to have for her too. But yeah, right now we just can't. It's just not available.
Yeah.
Because in her box is also the stupid
Nudge
Sparrow and
then the sheep, Mary sheep that got beat up on, and then the old man owl.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they just Geats Soto got too ambitious and they lost their way.
Yeah.
It's just, and then we have Gotchard 1.
So the same could be said for Gotchard.
I don't know. We don't know yet.
They've
Maybe.
announced regular Soto Gotchard, Gotchard arrows in 1. I don't know what to call it. Just box 1, and then box 2. They already have it pre-order on Tokollectibles, but box 1 for Gotchard Soto has Gotchard's base form and final form Geats and final form Tycoon, which is Bujin Sword and QB9. They announced at the same time they're going to be doing Soto Premium, but for Soto Premium, it's going to be Gotchard by himself with his little companion. That's one set. And then the next set, Premium Soto Gotchard, is going to be Final Form Geats 9 and Bujin Sword Tycoon, for more than what you would get for Gotchard Box 1.
So, for Gotchard Box 1,
yes,
you get Gotchard, you get this little hopper guy, you get Final Form Geats and Final Form, there's no picture of just him, but
Final Form Tycoon. Bujin
and cards.
Sword. Oh yeah, you also get the cards for the show. They have it right here for $79.
79.
Or 70.
They're also selling, or 78, yeah. They're also selling, like you said, the premium ones separately in sets, $80 each.
$80.
And that's not blaming Tokollectibles, because he has to charge what he has to charge for shipping and everything.
Right.
This is 100% on Premium Bandai.
This is ridiculous. Like how I was saying before, this could also be them overstepping. They're really banking on the fans like us right now paying so much for these premium edition Sotos that if we keep buying into these, they're just gonna keep making more and charging more.
Yes, I agree.
I really want these forms.
You do?
I really do.
Oh.
I really want these forms. And you see how Soto Soto Gotchard 1 pre-orders already gone. You can't buy it no more.
Well, here.
Yeah.
It might be available on HLJ, but I doubt it.
But for both of the premium Sotos, which were all announced and up for pre-order at the same time, they are still up.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Now, let's see if I get anything when I type this in. Yeah, you could still get this.
Yes. But that's the revolve change line.
Yes.
I never liked that line.
Why? Because
the hands feet.
hand feet?
Yeah. I mean, that's just one thing. I'm sure it's great articulation. I can see it from here. And like how it shows right there, the customability.
There's also no stickers on those.
Yeah, right. Man, and you see, I'm secondary rider for life. That's just how it is. But they sold his belt ninja form separate from his ID core.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
The Geats toy line was a wreck, in my opinion.
I love the show Geats. The toy lines that they're trying to push on us is like bullshit.
It's really weird.
That's my gripe with it. That's my soapbox.
We'll see what happens with Gotchard. Now, Gotchard Soto is interesting. I like Soto, Yudo, all that because it's mono kits. But I do kind of like their separate little toy line, which is kind of the same.
Yeah.
But no stickers again. But this one, $55 $55 for the full payment. Wow, it's already closed.
Oh, jeez.
You do get the whole thing, no stickers or anything.
Right.
And you get 3 figures. Or you get 1 figure, 3 forms. Skateboard Samurai, I think, and then Ant Wrestler.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like.
And you see, this is what Geats could have been.
This is what Geats kind of is. With the Revolve Change line.
Right. Oh, man. It looks so cool. Look at that.
Yeah, so if I've been thinking about this. If I were to get into Gotchard and I liked it, this would be the line I'd get, I think. It's just touchy because a lot of times with these separate toy lines like this for the show, they don't support them all the way to the end of the show. It's cool to see that they did that for Geats.
Yeah.
But I don't think Revice had all of the what are those called again when they combine?
Genomes?
The Genome remixes?
Yeah.
They didn't do that for all of them. Ooh.
It's discounted. Get it. See, and that's the thing, man.
Ooh.
Revice did such a good job with their toy development that for Geats to do this right after, such a bummer. Such a bummer. I can't even get SH Figure Arts Tycoon because you can't get it nowhere.
Oh, it's crazy.
That's a little crazy, actually. Wow, that's okay. That's actually a little crazy.
If it's still in stock, it will probably, hopefully, get a discount around Christmas time. Because wow,
look at that. Okay, $40 discounted from $45. $40 compared to the $110 for Gene.
Yeah.
Also, that's still up in stock. The Mimi Aguilera. I'm surprised when I saw that was announced. I would have thought that would have sold out so quickly because of like the waifu effect. But
yeah.
Wow, it's still up.
Love Cuff.
Hey, plush.
This I would have wanted just for the second part of the set. which is weapons.
Yeah, the weapons set. Also, I'm not gonna get those funky ass looking forms for Evil and Live, but this does come with probably my favorite accessory for anything that's come out so far, which is what you just showed right there.
Oh.
It's the sword extensions too, but Evil's face punched in from the episode where he quote unquote dies.
Yeah.
That's such a memorable moment and such a good thing that they put in this set that I almost want to get the whole set just for that.
Yeah.
Those knuckles, dude, look at that. Revives was so good. The sword extensions, golly.
Anaza Ryuki.
Another Ryuki, straight up from Zia.
Scary. The Slenderman.
Yep, that's Perfect Genome, I think what it's called. Or Genome Max. And then the movie forms. Oh, Jesus. Wait, not movie forms.
Boy, those head stickers, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty garbage, I gotta say.
Okay. So we've been talking. We need to get back to why we're here. Before we do that,
You ever thought about why we're here?
let's take a quick break. And we are back.
What's up, gamers?
So that break was a little more for us because we've been talking for so long.
Yeah.
That hopefully, if we ever get picked up, would be where a sponsor would go. But right
Yeah.
now, that was just for us. So let's get back and talk about superhero time.
It's time for superhero time.
That's right. So we watched Geats 48
Yeah.
and King-Ohger 25.
We picked a good time to come back.
Well, we didn't pick. Well, I guess we kind of picked it. So we're gonna try to just talk about this episode, but we will reference the stuff that happened before because, like
Right.
we said, we did catch up. And we saw this in a previous episode where she's saying, "My condolences, you are now a Kamen Rider," which is kind of funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good on the twist.
Do you want to go ahead and cover what you thought about this episode? Don't say what it's about, but what you thought about it.
Right. As second to last episodes go, like the two-parter, end of the beginning of the end, this is pretty solid. It establishes, or it takes away a lot of Geats' brokenness that he had throughout the show. More so being that he's still the sly fox, but he's not an immortal god like how he used to be.
How he just was a couple episodes ago.
Right, because he broke from his shackles, meaning he is mortal.
The intro.
Yeah, the intro, which is shown in the end of the episode, being that he took away his shackles, he's now immortal, which has been used against him by this game master, which Suel, we haven't seen in a long time. We did find out last time that Geats, the really cool game master that I really liked with the police baton, was actually a creation of Suel, just like a artificial human. Just totally deleted him after he lost the fight against Geats.
Yeah.
As finales go, this is looking to be pretty good, albeit not as good as Revice's ending. This is looking to be great with the introduction of all these new game masters and with the comeback of a certain game master that we knew in the past. The character relation between Geats and Sumuri is great. Still in this episode, it's looking like they're going to end up being that brother-sister trope at the end of the show, instead of just, player and navigator, like how she's been trying to keep. We didn't cover before, but Heiwa turned bad quote unquote, and now he's good again. He has a job, he's stable, everyone saw him on the big screen doing heroic action. He's good now.
Yeah.
With the development of this new game master, there is a mass production writer, final DGP going on, that's going to effectively erase the DGP and reset the world back to how it was before. Right here.
Now, I've mentioned how it annoys me to you in person, I think.
Yeah. No, yeah. Not on the podcast.
I don't think on the podcast. They're doing the thing again.
Yes.
Where the secondary writer is evil for a little bit.
Uh-huh. Right at the end.
And it's most of the time right at the end. And that is so fucking tired. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze.
Sneeze time. Yeah, they did it for Revice. Albeit Revice, they lasted for a lot longer. And arguably a lot better. With, Holy Life turning into Evil Liberty. Arguably a lot better. But this time, like how you were saying.
Yeah, I'm just, I get it when they have to do this, but it's especially like telling when this guy who wrote this season also wrote X-Aid, and near the end of X-Aid, Brave also became evil and worked for the bad guy because he had reason, blah, blah, blah. It just, we've seen it before already, and it especially feels bad to me, in my opinion, because it's not going to stick.
No,
They're gonna go back to normal in a couple episodes, and it's gonna be flowers again. And to me, in this one specifically, and you may have noticed it because we watched it all in one go. His stint as bad did dick all.
Yeah,
it felt like it was just to do it.
That's what I was saying. They did it a lot better in Revice.
Mm-hmm.
Here, it was just for himself, just for his own character development. Nothing else in the story was really affected by that. I mean, you could argue that it changed the world a little bit with his whole gang thing, but he wasn't involved in that at all.
There's no ramifications of that at all.
Right, because they changed the world already.
And even like you said, they saw him on TV doing heroic stuff. Done. It's over. He didn't get in trouble for being evil for a little bit or bad for a little bit.
Because they changed the world entirely.
Yeah, and that's too. The thing about Geats is that you just remake the world and it's fine. It's interesting.
It's giving a easy Deus Ex Machina for whatever situation that needs to come up.
And that makes the stakes less impactful.
Right. They did do a good thing, I'll say, with this episode specific, or with the previous episode specifically, taking away Geats' god powers for that moment. He can no longer turn into Geats 9, and he can no longer have the powers of creation.
Right at the end?
Yeah, right at the end he gets it just because...
Of this episode?
Yeah, show reasons.
He didn't get it?
Yeah.
At the end of this episode?
At the end of this episode, he makes a black hole.
At the end of this episode?
At the end of this... Oh, yeah. Yeah. At the end of this episode, he...
Yeah.
Spoilers.
No, I mean, if you're listening to this, you watched the episode.
True. At the end of the episode, he gets shot in the face.
Yeah. I took this screenshot because I wanted to talk a little... Oh, I caught the fly. Cool.
Nice.
Gross.
Jackie Chan.
Nago's final form debuted in the show while we were gone, and we saw it yesterday. And it actually debuted with her dad, which was a cool little story. I was actually more invested in what was going on with her than I was with Keiwa, Buffa, and Geats. Just because I think Time Fire's actor is amazing. He did a really good job.
He is a true veteran.
Yeah. And she did a really good job too. I think this is her first acting gig. And she's only 18, I think. It was weird, really weird that Baroba was going after her. Like that was not answered.
No.
Even Geats and Buffa were like, why is she going after her?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, she got her final form, and we see it here. It's broken. She basically
absolutely busted.
As long as she believes in a dream or a wish, it's real. And a lot of things she was doing was phasing. So that it looked cool and everything, But yeah, her final form is pretty busted. I don't like at all that there's no leg to this.
Yeah, it's just top half.
It's just the top armor. He could have put something else on the bottom. They could, and it's her choice. The rider and everything could have put something else on her bottom to make it more like an actual full final form. But I get that they could put something else there so that she can use that whenever she wants. I want to see what this Soto is gonna look like.
Oh, I hope they make a Soto for this.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Shit.
If they do, it's gonna be premium with Regard.
Regard?
What is his name? The final
Regard. Yeah, Rigardo.
And what else? Who else got new forms? Yeah,
just her. The story reason behind her Bubba's form gone. He ain't got nothing for now.
It's Soto. I don't know if they've made that.
No. Mm-mm. The story reason for Nago not having that bottom half is kind of like bullshit, because it's her final form. Like, that's what we know it as, but it's
her dad's.
It's her dad's form that goes with his ID core. So I don't know if you can tell. I didn't really tell it when I first saw it. Nago's helmet is different. It's color different, and it's a little bit shaped different with designs and stuff. Yeah, it's more advanced. To move away from the beat belt buckle that she had to now this fantasy one. I think she should have gotten, yes, from her dad, a belt buckle, but a final form way more fitting. Like how these two got total re-suit designs. Yeah, she should have got that as well. It's like they didn't really think about it. They're just trying to add forms at the end.
And it's a shame about Buffa. He didn't get one, even though he was rumored to get one. But I'm betting he's going to get one in his V Cinema, which they'll announce next week at the end of the season.
Right.
And it's going to look probably like the one we saw already. Maho Buffa, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, this episode, you see inside these helmets, the point that they're trying to do is that they're taking each other's happiness. The audience is really going for it. It is kind of a funny, kind of allegory to other sorts of premium TV that it's catering to a smaller but louder audience.
They're just looking at the VIP's approval.
Yes, the people who are giving the most money.
Burping.
Oh. The people who are giving the most money are the ones who are listening to the most about what to make of the show. And this was kind of messed up.
Oh yeah, the B plot for the beginning half of this episode was a high school couple became writers. They didn't want to do it. They loved each other, so they tried to run away. Too bad, so sad. You get bombed.
Blowed up.
Straight up.
But yeah, this kind of reminds me of, like, I'm not going to call it X, but Twitter. Where the people who pay that sort of get listened to the most, and it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, for the most part.
It's just a lot of stuff you could pull from what this show is trying to convey. Even though it is a kids show, there are some messages in it, and I don't know if that's what they're going for.
It looks like they're trying real hard to push a message with these last two episodes.
But yeah, you can see, like, the vocal minority is the people controlling the DGP right now. Well, it's a slip of the tongue. GOP? No. But yeah, that's what they're trying to say here in this final game, and that's what gets Gregorio. What's his name? Grigoli?
Grogi from Star Wars.
Grogu.
That's his name. No, his name is Giori.
Girodi. Yeah, Girodi.
Yeah.
I thought I saw an L. It doesn't matter. I appreciate that she's back to having a normal, like, woman haircut, Because in the last couple episodes with her dad,
Yeah.
they very purposely gave her a little girl haircut.
You
like
think
a little
so?
Girl hairstyle. Oh, hell yeah. She had a bow and she had a very, very much intentionally
She's
little kid haircut.
she has a haircut as like her mom. The same haircut.
Now,
her mom
yeah, now
has.
kind of. Her mom's is wavier, but yeah.
Here's the cast.
That's the squad.
That's what's left.
But yeah, see how much older she looks here?
Yeah, comparatively to how the past few episodes she's been.
I took a picture of this one because you can see how big her front teeth are. Looks like a bunny rabbit.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah, you notice it. I didn't notice that at all.
Yeah, she looks like a bunny rabbit. She looks like Nyan from Twice. Thought I wouldn't do it, but I did. I referenced Twice.
Jesus.
We're back at the house.
This is the only shot you'll ever see of the house, by the way. This is it.
It was way brighter
Yeah.
than when we were watching it.
It does. That's weird.
Tycoon and Buffa working together.
Because they got resolved.
This is bullshit. I hate this character.
I know.
So much. I don't like that he got a redemption arc in the last couple episodes.
Not Punk Jack.
No, not Punk Jack. No, Natch Sparrow. Daichi.
So you've been hating on this character, like most people, since he's been on the show.
Yeah, since day one.
And he's been the only one that's been like, no, he's staying.
Yeah.
Like, he's staying. And guess what? He's getting fucking redeemed.
Yeah, it's
Guess
bullshit.
what?
I hate this character. I don't know what he's for.
He's literally just for this. Just for this Deus Ex Machina for the Jamato to still be in the show.
And I'm gonna say something controversial because a lot of people like this guy, but I don't really like Punk Jack either.
Oh my god, how
But
dare
you
you?
knew that, right?
Yeah, I knew that. But I love Punk Jack.
I don't get why he's here either. He's added so little to the show. Everything that he has contributed could have been done by any other character that already was there or on accident. And then there was one time where he found intel.
Yeah, from
Or no,
just
you know what?
being there.
He did help Sumuri get out, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, that could have been Nago.
He also proved Geats' innocence whenever he died, quote unquote, the first time.
Oh, yeah.
But that was it.
But yeah, him coming back so much and not even henching feels like a reaction to people. Because he's apparently popular. People like him, the character.
People love him.
But he has not been a Kamen Rider in like 20, 25, 30 episodes, something like that, maybe.
We didn't see him become a Kamen Rider the marathon we did yesterday.
Yeah,
we didn't
no.
see him at all.
No. So I don't really get his point, other than, in my opinion, they're trying to bite on the laser audience.
Oh, definitely.
Because he gives me that vibe a lot, especially the way he kicks. I think popularity wise, he's supposed to be that character, and he fills that role for people watching the show. Like, oh, he's like that guy. He's, like a hard ass cool guy or whatever.
He caters to this is kids show, quote unquote, but he caters to the mom watching the show.
No, that's Geats.
You think so?
Yes.
So
it's
I was
always Geats and Buffa.
I was thinking about that for Punk Jack because he's always the one that's fighting Geats, like fist fighting.
Exactly. Why isn't he mentioning?
They're always on the ground and they're always like wrestling and rolling. I thought, oh, it's for the moms.
No, they've done that once.
Twice. Oh, twice.
Now you did it.
That's what I thought. That's why I think he's in the show for the older womanly generation.
He's for kids. He's like the cool big brother, I think, or cool uncle.
Think of that for Keiwa.
Keiwa's not cool at all.
Keiwa's so cool. What do you mean?
No, he's not cool.
Keiwa's so cool.
Keiwa's very not cool. Keiwa got soup. He put his head in soup in this episode.
That's funny. He's the funny, comic relief cool guy.
No, I disagree.
He is the Kamen Rider.
There he is.
Hiyori.
He's back. Yeah.
Geats 9.
Geats 9 versus Regard.
Oh, and by the way, while Sumuri was in the goddess,
so pretty. I just said she's so pretty.
She is pretty. She is very pretty. You know when she wasn't pretty? Whenever she had that goddess form, and they made her eyelashes white. That was a little creepy.
That was creepy.
But while she was in that form, she cried, and then Geats grabbed that tear, materialized it, and made this Sumori right here, this dark Sumori, which is dressed in all black, very edgy.
I was showing this because it was a cool moment.
This is a great shot.
He threw the gun sword, he picked it up and shot it on the ground. Oh, he has sneakers on. That's funny.
That was a good shot because he threw the sword. Whenever he had it in his hand to throw it, it was real. He threw it. It was CGI in the air, and then whenever he grabbed it, that's when it became real. That was so cool.
I don't remember getting. I do remember this, but I don't remember being that blurry.
That's a good one.
That's just that he could do the boost thing. And this is him not being able to have control. And then this weird thing where they're able to convince some of these VIP people to leave.
Yeah, to leave while you're ahead.
He gets regard maximum. What was it? I forget his name. But the final boss, Suel.
Yeah.
Suel gets his power from these VIPs and their influence. He still was able to rewind time though on Geats. And we get to see the intro.
It's the intro.
Except her hair is all wet and she does not have the ponytail on the side.
Right. It's not the true intro.
And then she shoots him. And that's how the episode ends.
Yeah, that's how the episode ends. 2-parter, beginning to the end. What do you think of the episode?
It was fast.
Yeah.
That's not the real Sumori.
Right. That's the Sumori, because we see that black Sumori in that frame that we got of her. She was looking at the real Sumori walking to her, and then it cuts off from there. We don't see what happens next.
Unless it is her, because whenever she was looking at the screens of the little plant men fighting, she sort of did a reaction, like looked down or something, and then she walked away, and then the black Sumori came in. But the telling is here when she tells him something Ace, instead of Ace-sama, and he says, "Oh, you finally dropped the honorific." So it kind of means that he knew.
Yeah,
it's not her either.
It's like the thing of I forget, the Charlie's Axe or something, that rule in writing where if you write something, you have to use it later on. So in this episode, while they were at the house, Ace was talking to Sumori.
Chekhov's gun.
Ace was talking to Sumori. Oh, you can let go of the what do you say? The Sama. Yeah, the honorifics. Let go of the Sama. I'm your brother and you're my big sister.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not gonna call you that. And then in here, this episode, or in this part, this is a different Sumori. He knows that because he didn't say anything. It was just Ace. Period.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna wrap up the season. Honestly, I think they're gonna have a couple V cinemas. And wow, I know that sounds shocking, but because they do this all the time. But I think they're gonna do that and actually wrap up the story there instead of wrapping it up here and then doing like extra content, which I feel is a shame because the end game for this show, I don't think we should have had that evil arc that Tycoon had. That could have been cut.
Yeah,
that could have been cut, and you could have expanded this instead.
Yeah, I didn't like that very much. I liked him getting that form to be a true Kamen Rider, and then him being a true Kamen Rider, not being a emo sulky bad boy. Didn't make no sense.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird season because I had higher hopes. I think because it was a battle royale and because we would get to see all these different forms. But I also knew in the back of my head it's still a toy commercial, and that sounded ambitious.
Yes,
we'll see what happens next year with the cards.
Yeah. It looked, from my perspective watching the show, it looked like they focused a lot on the drama instead of focusing on the toys, which to its benefit and to its detriment has led to this ending. Like how you said you think they're gonna wrap it up with the V Cinemas,
Mhm.
which they probably will. I want to be a little bit more optimistic in that this is a DGP. They're not gonna get rid of it entirely. So Ace, Sumuri, and whoever else, that DGP, that setting could show up in later seasons as like a little side thing, like how DivKid shows up in series he's not supposed to be in. He's just passing by. The DGP could also be in that certain way, like, oh, it's a thing for a little bit.
Yeah, that's
You don't have
what
to
I
wrap it up.
wanted this to be.
Yeah. Well, I'm only saying that for like not to wrap up the story. Like you can still have the DGP have the story ongoing.
So yes, 3 days ago, I was going through my files, looking through old Tokusatsu videos, and I went to the X8 file, and they had so much side content. Oh my god, Brave got a special.
Yeah.
Snipe got a special.
Uh-huh.
Laser got a special. And then afterwards, Ganem got a special. Paradox got a special.
Graphite got a special.
Graphite, Laser got a special. Like, and then there was the Go Rider, and then there was the Superhero Taisen movie.
Joe Superhero Taisen.
Joe Super Taisen.
Where we get our name from?
And then there was a
01. 01 with CEO versus CEO.
X8? No, yeah. But what I'm saying is, during the production of X8, they had so much stuff. Like Hiroki, the actor, he was in so much stuff for X8. I wish they did the same kind of thing here for Geats, but they would be freer with it. It being the DGP, they kind of did it with Ryuki, where you could just have a DGP special Blu-ray DVD thing, where it's a one-off, where you get new writers and they fight for something and then it's over.
Yeah.
And that's just one version of that. Like somebody got their wish and boom. And this setting allows you to play like that, but they didn't. They had it where it was Ace that won every single time.
Right.
And I think I get why they had to do that, because he's the main character and everything. But I wish they were freer to use that concept in a more fun way. And I think they could have, but they didn't.
It's funny you say that, because that's the same mentality and opinion that Giori had for hating Geats, because he won every single game and he wanted him out so that it could be different every time, not him winning the entire time and it being actually fun again.
Yeah, I think his reason more was because he liked the game so much. He wants the game to work. I think...
Isn't that what you want?
I don't care about the game. I care about the world. He wants the game to be interesting. I want to see, like, oh, okay, in this world, there's a DGP and this person wants to wish that everybody got hot dogs or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Anything. You can do anything because there are wishes and everything.
I see what you're saying.
But it's fine. Especially with the fact that, like, this game's been going on for so many years, and they said, like, you know, Ace has been reincarnated a bunch of times. They could have done, and this is kind of done in the movie that we haven't seen yet. You could do a Roman DGP.
Yeah. Gladiatorial.
And yeah, you could do a samurai time, a Bushido time DGP. You can still have it be Ace, but it could be a different actor playing it, you know, or you know what I mean, like that stuff like that. They take different timelines and do them like that.
Yeah.
So you could have explored that a lot better, I think, in my opinion, but they didn't, and that's just where we are with this season. That's fine. You know,
just like personal gripes.
Yeah. But now that it's ending, it is Ace's story. It is called Kamen Rider Geats. But we'll see what happens next week. It'll be interesting.
Oh, I just wish that they would do more for the world itself if they just stopped with this whole trying to destroy the DGP, because they were doing just fine with that.
Oh, yeah.
With that system. But I guess it's upward and onwards here. If they keep the DGP with Ace's new powers, then it'll be good.
Yeah, and what was pushing him was finding out about his mom.
Right, and then he found out about his mom. Yeah.
And the show's still happening.
Well, it's because his mom died. And he had to, like, avenge or whatever. That's how he got 9. QB9.
Yeah, so now he wants to take down the DGP.
Right.
But then he became the DGP.
Exactly, yeah. So that then it becomes that. Like, where does it end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens next week. They kept it interesting. I'll say that.
I've certainly been on my toes.
Next. King-Ohger.
All right, here's where the goofy part of the superhero time comes in. Here's where the anime part comes in.
And boy, howdy, is this anime?
It's not no J drama like Geats.
No,
it's anime.
Last week. Yeah, I guess last week's episode, maybe a week before, they had that shot of Gira and Yanma talking to each other.
Oh,
but they were like,
yeah.
One was looking at the camera and the other one was looking to the left, and then when the other one talked, it was opposite. One looking to the right and one looking forward.
Well, they were both just looking at each other.
But they were actually looking to each other. Yeah, it was such an anime shot. Oh my god, there's so many just straight up anime shots in this show.
Yeah.
It's so animated and I love it. They are just doing whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, they're not sticking to like
to fit this to fit what they're going for.
The like how Geats or like Kamen Rider has been sticking to a certain formula. Sentai has been going off the rails, and it's beneficial. Like,
Kamen Rider has very much done a more grounded, I feel like, approach to their show, where it's got to be more quote unquote realistic.
Yeah, it's a drama.
Yeah, I rewatched a bit of an episode of Dawn Brothers this morning, where Oni's sister was getting her license.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's all I gotta say.
That's Jason. That's Jason Don Morrisame.
Huh?
That's Jason Don Morrisame.
Jason?
Yeah, from Friday the 13th.
Oh, that. No, not even that. Her freaking out while she's driving and she's with the wheel. That's beautiful. I love it. But I'm not saying Sentai allows that, but they do more stuff like that in Sentai.
For sure.
So last time we saw this, since last time we were here, Rackless, I don't even remember what happened last episode in Sentai. Do you remember what happened last episode in Sentai?
Yeah, they finished off the battle where now Gira is king officially.
No. From what we saw.
Oh, from what we saw. Oh,
I'm gonna open up the last.
No, I don't
episode.
know. I don't remember. Off the top of my head, I cannot.
Because we remember
recall.
Geats pretty vividly.
Yeah.
Where, what's his name stabbed him.
I was doing an Irishman quote.
Oh, that guy had come up. Yeah. Okay. Rackless sort of came out and revealed himself to be working with Bugnarok.
Yeah.
And the episode the last episode we saw was right before they got the power up.
Yeah.
Your dad whistled for you, by the way.
I know, I heard. I'm texting him right now.
Text mom too. So yeah, in the time that we've been away, they get a new power. Rackless has a power up. He fights Gira. The castle is overrun by Bugnarok. The castle becomes a shoe god robot.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Rackless gets banished. Oh, he gets married to the sister. We find out the sister is actually a good person, working not bad or evil.
Yeah, like how I thought. I thought with her character it was just gonna be she was all working for her own benefit, like not even for her people or for any other side, just for her.
No.
But no, she's actually good.
No, in this show, people when they're loyal to their country, they mean it, I think. So in this episode, we're gonna get to see the cluster. Excuse me, anybody who's listening has sensitive ears. We're gonna see the clusterfuck in this episode.
Oh yeah.
Of all 20 bugs come together.
And Jesus H. Christ, 20 pilots.
20 robots, 20 pilots. It's pretty amazing. 21 kind of pilots. Yeah.
21. Yes, the girl is there.
The girl is there. Yeah, she's not the pilot, but yeah. And of course the return of our miraculous friend here.
I hate him.
Nah, he's great.
No, I hate his guts.
No, he didn't really talk that soft this episode.
No, yeah, his voice has been getting better.
Yeah.
First impressions though, garbage.
These are just, I love these group shots so much.
Fucking anime.
Yeah. Right there.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's so good.
It's so beautiful. This is the robot castle that we've seen from episode 1 that we all knew was going to be a fucking robot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That came out of nowhere for me.
This fight was special because he was not turning on King-Ohger. This what's his name? The bug dude.
Something like Joji or something. Gregory or something. I remember him having like a distinctly bug name.
No, his last name is the same as his last name. He also has a Jim at the end of his name. Oh, we also find out that fucking Kamen Jim was one of the right hand man of
Rackless.
Of Rackless, yeah.
What was his name?
Called
Bujin or something?
Yeah, Bushiju or some Boshimar. Which I called forever ago.
Yeah, go back to the first episode of the podcast. He calls that like totally.
Garo Jim. Okay.
OG. Whatever.
Yeah. Garo Jim. He's not. He did. It looks in this episode like he's betraying everybody, but actually he's trying to build up Jeremy to act more king-like.
Yeah,
or
right.
to like own up to what he's doing, because a lot of stuff that's happening is sort of his fault. Like one of the things that happened in the past episodes that we saw was, it was in the episode before this one, Jeremy sort of has this great guilt.
Yeah.
That he doesn't know why the bugs are fighting so much. And Death and Rock is like, well, there's no proof that we ever did anything bad. We don't really know why we're fighting you guys. It's just something that
has always happened.
Has been happening. And Jeremy's like, oh, I wrote that.
Yeah.
For 2,000 years, I've been writing the stories of what's happening, what's been going on. So everybody's been going on what I'm saying. It's all my fault, kind of.
He's all about wordplay and like reading the subtext, and the way he wrote that story. He says in the episode, and the Bugnarok were defeated by the great King-Ohger.
Yeah.
Of course they would read that as the Bugnarok are evil.
Yeah.
And then he just gets incredibly guilty about that.
Yeah. So they sort of make up, and he becomes like, I like this, what they're doing. Jeremy's new resolve is that he is going to beat Death Rock.
Yeah.
And become the king of the bugs. He's going to become the king of Bugnarok. Instead of being the king of the in-between. I didn't even consider this as a thing.
Me neither.
Which I think it's perfect. It's beautiful. Yeah, let him defeat Death Rock and become that king. That way he can be the king of something and not like this weird in-between thing. And everybody will have their own nation. And it'll be a way for him to get what he wanted, where he wanted to join Bugnarok and humans together, or I guess humans, if that's what they are, together, while he also is still a king with the rest of King-Ohger. It's pretty cool. So yeah, here we see Garo Jim touches the sword and it shines.
Yeah, in doing so with his resolve, he declares Garo Jim the first citizen.
Yeah.
The in-between.
Oh, his retainer. He calls him his retainer.
Yes.
So yeah, we find out, and look, I'm doing the summary of the episode. We find out that
You are.
They need 20. They need 20 pilots, so they're gonna do it. What I really liked about this episode, I'm just gonna jump ahead.
Yeah, please.
Is the guilt? Well, because I like the guilt that they feel, and you can see it in their faces that they need these pilots. But I'm not talking to you, but I'm not. I don't have the mic in front of me. I hope that wasn't low.
You can see the guilt.
You can see the guilt in their faces that they need these pilots to, because Death Narok's big plan is he ate a bunch of that thing to make him giant. He wanted to do that, go to the core, and then blow it up from the inside.
Right.
The King-Ohger's plan is to go down there and pull him out before he does that and beat him up on the surface, so that the world doesn't explode. Obviously, that would destroy everything, even the bugs. It would just wipe out everything.
Right. What was it Cody said? Oh, he to annihilate the what's the opposite of superior?
Inferior?
The inferior life forms. To annihilate the inferior life forms. To annihilate the earth is to annihilate everything else, and I rule everything else, meaning I would rule Terra. That was his logic.
Yeah, so he's straight up lost it. So now that DEFCON 1, they have to go stop this dude. So to benefit the whole world, they do need these pilots. And as you can see in this episode, every time a king finds a pilot that they need to work this mech, you can see on their face how much this weight bears on them.
It's a big deal to bring your closest persons, like your retainers, into battle that is a DEFCON 1 situation. They're not coming out of that. Maybe.
Yeah, and you can see that's why I got this picture here of Yanma. Like, he's not happy about having to do this.
Right. They're
excited to get this sword to go work with him, but he's like, God, man, that...
You see that? The sweat dripping from his face? That's anime.
You can see it closer, yeah. That's just a cool shot.
That's Tron right there.
Not holding a disc. That's Legend of Zelda, boy.
Oh, you're right.
But this was cool too because this could be a Sentai. This is 5 people right here.
Definitely.
It could be Blue
Yanma
Sentai.
He's the only one that has a 4-person team. He's the only one that can do a Sentai.
I mean, Gira also has 4 people, but 3 pilots. Anyway. Yeah, so here you can see the head nurse, the head maid, and the butler. And then Ran is, she's... Oh, my mouse.
Selfish.
Ran... No, it bears on her too. Like, she's saying, "Oh, I hate the way the flowers fall," but when I think about the seeds, she gets poetic about it. This guy, this Kuroki, Kuro, is that right?
Kuroko, and then whenever he refers to himself as a grader, it's Kuroda.
Kuroma.
Like the fox?
There it is. Kuroda.
Yeah.
Is it Kuro?
It's Kuroko and then Kuroda.
Okay. Kuroda is a lone Kuroko.
There you go.
Okay. And he's a personal servant. Okay, yeah, so him. So yeah, he's the one that's been with them, the main one, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. But the sister also becomes a pilot. But yeah, I got a picture of everybody when their thing shines.
Heck yeah. Very poetic moment for this kingdom specifically.
Yeah, so you can see, and then this silly shit happens. Rita has one person, and of course it's Morphina. It's funny, her reaction is, that's not good, is it?
Yeah. She picks up the sword. Oh, that's not good. Damn it.
But and they even made that look super sad.
Yeah.
This happens.
Yeah, it's Rita bearing her heart, to her, like, you are the only one. We're in this together. We're in this forever.
And she embraces her.
Yeah. Gives her a hug.
Like a mean-ass hug.
Yeah, it's a little...
She says that they're together forever.
A little tight.
And Morphina's like, yeah. Because she's not used to that kind of
reaction from her.
Intimacy.
Yeah.
But you can see just how much she means to Rita, which is a big deal. I really like this because...
Oh, that was a good one. This was a good one specifically.
Hey, can I just see that real quick? And he's like, no, give it to me. It was funny.
He really doesn't want him going.
Like this is what I'm talking about. That guilt, Rita does not want Morphina to go because they could die.
Yeah.
But this is a needed thing. So everybody, and even with Kaguragi.
Yes. Dubyoski.
This is what he asked for his final meal. Like everybody's prepared
to
not make it out of this. So that's why everybody's emotions are on high. And that's why Gira is like, no, I don't. And then look his reaction to it. And Duga even says, like, you know who the last pilot we need is, or don't you? And then in the last episode, when the little boy snuck onto the King-Ohger, thing lit up because these are people who are compatible with it.
Right. They resonate their souls with the Shoe God souls.
Yeah. I just like this shot a lot because it's practical.
Mm-hmm.
At least it looks practical. I think they did make a real Kuwagata mech.
It's pretty practical. You see the claws right there. That little lever on the inside opens and closes it up and down.
Yeah. So that it's just sick. Yeah, this is them walking up, all the pilots and everything.
So my gripe with you've been saying his 4-team 3 pilots thing. I don't like that it was him. It should have been her. It should have been her the entire time.
You're right.
It should have been her. I agree
because she
took the role of eldest child in that group.
Yeah. But, and this is gonna suck, it's still a boys TV show.
Oh man.
Yeah. And that's just how it is. It should have been both of them. Honestly, I would have liked it if it didn't work with just him and then she touched it and then it lit up.
One adult pilot is worth 2 children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also it kind of hits harder that he straight up asks this kid, hey, I'm gonna go do this. I need you to come with me.
I need you.
Yeah. So there, everybody's doing their Attack on Titan salute.
Oh, absolutely. This is straight up this whole season Attack on Titan.
I just really like this episode because it echoes so much of the theme of this show, which is that everybody is in on this. Everybody works together.
Yeah.
The countries are working together.
Right.
It's not just a king. It's the nation. It's the world. And to have them actually literally pilot, actually be in the cockpit and everything.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is so cool.
That is so good.
You don't see stuff like that. And it's just, oh man.
I really hope they made more than just one of those floating apparatuses. Because obviously they didn't shoot all these at the same time. But I hope they made like at least 4 of these floating arm things. Because man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's also practical. It's a lot of moving pieces. The fingers and all that move as well.
I don't know, man. I was gonna say if the pre-orders are still there, I might, because those things are Soto premium.
Yeah.
They're so expensive. If they're still there, maybe, but nah, that's not a priority.
They're really banking on it. It's working. It's definitely working.
Yeah, look at all these faces. They're all like working together. Look at Duga. Look at stupid Yanma's retainer.
Yeah. And my favorite, Morphina.
Oh yeah.
Morphonia.
Yeah, this is
anime.
So look at Jeremy.
This is Neon Genesis Evangelion.
This is this is such a good season. In my opinion, it's a really good season. It's so different from Dawn Brothers.
It's out of the box. And it's different from Dawn Brothers, and Dawn Brothers was different in and of itself.
Yeah.
Which says a lot to how good this show is.
So they get down there, they pick him up, and they take him, and then they henshin in. This looks cool too.
Yeah.
The way they henshin, and there he is.
This monstrosity.
There he is.
This beast.
Can't wait to make that. And then they fight him. They win. There's this cool shot with the ant flying around, lighting up each of the parts of the mech.
The ant piloted by the little boy.
Yeah, he had to get the most pivotal part. This is just for me, not anybody else. Or other K-pop people. The girl on the top left looks like Lily from NMIX. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Who the hell is that?
But yeah, she looks like a K-pop person. Let me see if I can show it on my phone real quick so you can say yeah. Or not.
I really love. They didn't really touch on it, but Duga, he's like a family friend that sort of betrayed Gira in a way, because he knew of Gira since they were children. Since that's the family guard.
Yeah,
for
he
so
was there.
long.
Yeah.
And for Gira to still give that much appreciation, like, no, you're not touching my goddamn sword. You're not gonna go on this battle with me. Shows a lot to Gira's sentimentality towards his own kingdom. Because even though that's a family friend, that's also one of his nation's people.
I wonder if Rackless wasn't dead, which apparently they found his body.
I'm looking at the picture now.
Yeah, he's looking at the picture. Pictures.
Dude, that's just her, right?
Yeah.
That's her.
It's not.
It
looks like her, right?
It does. That's weird.
Yeah, I think the pink hair does it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Lily from NMIX. Anyway, I wonder if they would have had Rackless be one of these pilots.
They could have, because they had the convenience of the mechanic. They added his character in last episode.
Yeah,
and he's convenient, but he's also like he works good in the story. It's not a total Deus Ex Machina because it works.
Or the maid wouldn't be here. Like, it's very easy to take the maid out. Or not the Kuroku. The maid would not be here. I think.
Only the maid and the red guy from Yanma's place.
No, those are valid. All three of them. Yeah, all three of them and his extra guy. Yeah. I don't think the maid is that big.
She was good though, because she took the sleeping spider boy in that one episode. Remember the maid that did the cool action pose in the floating platform? That was her.
Yeah. Head nurse definitely stays. She's a character.
She's been good the whole show.
Anyway,
you can take out whatever the hell his name is. The new retainer.
The bug?
Yeah, the bug.
He's fine. Garojin?
Yeah.
What was the G for?
I was going to ask you, do you know what G means?
I think it might be just God.
God? Or shoe god?
Well, shoe god doesn't start with the G.
I'm saying like this is like God. They made a God attack. Like, that's how powerful it was.
I don't know.
It could also be G for Kamen Rider G. Wine Kamen Rider.
No. I can't wait to make that big boy. Make it once and then take it apart, because that is not going to stand.
He is top heavy.
I like this shot because he goes, huh? Because, they blow him up, but it's not enough because he's still going to be a little guy.
Right.
And then here they are walking up to him.
Anime.
So, I love this episode. Every time we've been talking about King-Ohger, I say each couple episodes kind of feels like a movie, and that still holds up.
Right.
And they've been doing these arcs so well where things sort of happen and then end. It feels really comfortable where they're gonna go next in this season. Having seen the episode, because you saw the news first of what's gonna happen in September.
So yeah,
then you saw the episode today.
I got spoiled a little bit while we were watching it live broadcast yesterday.
You didn't watch it though.
But I didn't watch it, right? So it was a spoil, but not as much as it hit me today of what's happening in September. I don't know what's gonna happen.
So what happened so far in the season feels like an entire season of Sentai,
Right.
but in half. And this is basically straight up the end. Like the way they're walking up, the way they were huge and they had to beat him down and everything. That is last episode vibes of a Sentai season.
Right.
They even only made the final mech combination. They've only made it once. Usually in Sentai, they'll make it a couple times, you know, to show it off and sell toys and all this.
They only even had the solo castle by itself once.
Yeah. But like we said, normally in Sentai, it'll be like a couple episodes where they use it.
Yeah.
But here they're breaking it down. They basically cut this season up into 2 parts because
oh god,
next month in September, King-Ohger is going to King-Ohger is going to have a part 2, a chapter 2. They're going to have a time skip.
It's anime.
2 years later, and they're going to space.
And they're going to space. What do you mean?
So I screen capped this from Twitter. Osama Sentai King-Ohger, new chapter start, new departure. 2 years from now, the kings will go to space. The new visuals of the kings who gaze into space have been unveiled. Climax next week. So the end of chapter 1 is next week, which is the same as the end of Geats. So Geats and King-Ohger chapter 1 are ending same weekend. And please pay attention to the further information disclosure of the new chapter from September. That's pretty fucking cool, I think, in my opinion. I like that they are just saying, all right, fuck it, this story is told, let's tell another one.
Yeah.
And them going to space ties into some of the rumors we've been hearing about us running into past Sentai. And it's rumored that we're gonna be there for a couple weeks.
Who
I
is
don't want
it?
to. Well,
Who is it?
I don't remember if we talked about it or not on the podcast.
No, we have not.
Okay.
But you alluded to it in the beginning of this one.
Yeah. But they're going to space because remember, this Earth is not Earth. This is Terra.
Right. This is Terra.
Them going to space means they could come to our Earth, where there could be another Sentai. That'd be cool if they come back and meet Dawn Brothers.
It'd be cool if they met the Q Rangers, which 10 years later.
Actually, on that Twitter announcement, Sasori Orange quote tweeted it and said, "Oh, new adventure, huh? That'd be fun."
Hey,
or something like that.
Not
So
confirmation.
he would definitely be down to come back for sure.
Right.
And he could because he's like the commanding officer now or something.
Yeah, he took Longshong Rompo's place.
Yeah, that would be fun. It'd be fun if the next part of the season, they do like jump around and meet past Sentais and stuff. This could also be the excuse they give to introduce Kaito again.
Yes.
But there is a Sentai that has their 10th anniversary this year, who's rumored to be involved in this season of King-Ohger. Kyoryuger is getting reprints on their DX Mecha. And the main character, the Red from Kyoryuger's name is King.
Hey.
So it would be a funny, cute little thing if he showed up and they interacted and everything. But yeah, I am hype as heck for what's coming up for King-Ohger. Like I said, I like that they told a story. They're done with it.
Right.
And then they're going to tell a whole other story. Like I said, anime as hell. 2-year jump skip. Everybody has new visuals. Like, Yanma has yellow hair now. Gira let his hair down. Kind of looks more like Rackless. He even has Rackless's clothes.
Yeah, he has that the king thing.
You can't see it here, but Rita cut her hair short. You can see it on her Instagram. Yuzuki, the girl who plays her. Jeremy looks different.
Dubioski has his hair long.
Hagaragi has longer hair. So yeah, 2 years have passed, and they're gonna go to space.
So this hits a little bit different for me only because I'm a big, longtime anime fan and a big, super huge Naruto fan.
Oh, okay.
They had a time skip in between Naruto and Shippuden.
Uh-huh.
And right now, literally right now...
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I just realized that means we're probably going to get a new intro. Go ahead.
Yes, we are. It's anime. And right now, as we're talking about this, as it's airing,
Boruto's doing that too, right?
Having a fucking time skip.
Yeah.
We're in... It's not Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. It's now Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. And from what I've been seeing and what I've been discussing with other people in the community, it is looking really good. Like, this is the redemption that Boruto needs.
No dinosaurs?
No dinosaurs, not anymore.
Weird shit.
Back to King-Ohger. This also hits a little bit different for me because, or maybe for you too, because right now Power Rangers is doing Cosmic Fury.
In September, Power Rangers is having their last season, it looks like, of Power Rangers debuting on Netflix, called Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. The intro to that actually came out a couple days before this announcement.
Yes.
And in that one, it's going to be the team that they had going to space.
Yeah.
Which is what we're getting in King-Ohger.
Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah.
It's a real testament to the writing and really the showrunners and the directors of this series, where usually in Sentai the baddie gets taken down in a year, right? King-Ohger did it in 6 months. And in the second half, whole new story, they can do whatever the hell they want. That just goes to show you how Sentai is changing, and that they can beat the baddie in 6 months and still have a much more of a story to tell.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting for me to see how they handle this is why they're going to Earth. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you got him. And Dubioski.
Okay, I'm back for 1 second. I'm back for my 1 second. I want to see why they go to space. If not to maybe pursue Death Narok, maybe he doesn't get beaten. Maybe he goes to space and they have to get him. But it is 2 years later. I want to know why. Well, my mind's racing. You didn't see Kyoryuger, so I'll tell you.
Yeah.
In Kyoryuger, the main final bad guy is a bug from space.
Whoa. Kyoryuger backstory? This is actually a prequel?
We'll see. I don't know.
Ooh, this is actually a prequel.
That's gonna be fun.
That's it. But me saying that's a very American way of thinking about this show.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
No. Yeah, I liked it. I'm really excited for what's next. So next episode, we're getting the last King-Ohger Chapter 1 and the end of Geats. And then in September, Gotchard 1 and King-Ohger Chapter 2. I'm not saying season because it wants to be season.
Yeah.
But it's not a new season.
It's
kind of.
It's King-Ohger Shippuden.
Yeah. They look cool, man. Oh man.
You see,
oh, man.
I like this in the same way that Kyoryuger did 1,000 years in the future. It's the same characters, but they do different suits. That would have also been a cool concept for this.
It'd be cool for everything.
Yeah. Seeing as it's the same characters, actors and all that, but like 1,000 years in the future. But obviously we did that already, and Sentai is not going to do the same thing twice.
Let me say my thoughts now before it happens, because I haven't read anything.
Do it.
Real quick.
Do it.
I think they're going to use the big Kabuto Caucasus Castle to go to space.
Okay.
I think they're going to take everybody with them. Like the world. All the population. I think they're going to go look for another place to live. And I don't know if that's because the world will blow up, or if they have to because it's a threat somewhere else or something. I don't know. Because the supporting cast of the show is so important to the show.
Yeah. Like other retainers?
I don't want to believe that it's just going to be them go into space.
That also would be a dramatic change in theme. Them having this whole notion of a kingdom is the king and its people. For them to leave with just the kings and leave the nation by itself is a little weird.
No, because that's like what happens in the Thor movies. Asgard is not a place.
It's the people.
Yeah.
It's a people.
And that's kind of what they were saying here in the last couple episodes.
Right.
What Rackless wanted was each person to be their own country or like that. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be weird for them to just be individuals leaving. Just the kings.
Right. Yeah, it would be weird for just that's what I'm saying. They would take everybody.
Right.
But what would happen to their Earth? Why would they be leaving their Earth?
Yes.
If supposedly in this next episode they are going to beat him. I think they're going to beat him.
That's the big question mark.
So I'm curious about what reasoning they have. Again, also, it's 2 years in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the episode ends and in the 2 years in the future they're already in space. Like the episode ends with who knows what happens, and then next week it opens up with them already in space. Where I can't believe it's been 2 years since we left
Jesus
Terra or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
This is in the upcoming preview pictures.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Is that?
That's a repainted tarantula.
Oh.
So like the King-Ohger DX, the King-Ohger Zero, where it's all black and silver and everything.
Yes.
This is, I think, has been the same kind of thing to justify the toy, so you can buy it.
Oh, okay.
But somebody mentioned that the helmet kind of looks like Kyoryugen's helmet, the mech from Kyoryuger.
Oh.
You see the gold and red thing?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's just a coincidence, but we'll see what happens.
So how much you want to bet in the next episode Gear's going to do the cape flip again?
Maybe. I mean, I think the next episode is going to be about Jeremy.
Really?
Getting redemption. Yeah, Jeremy's going to be the one to kill Death Narok for sure.
So would you say then that this is, in the grand scheme of things, this is more of Jeremy's story than it is Gira's story?
It always was, apparently.
Yeah, you think so, right? Because that's the way I think of it. I think that this whole thing has been a redemption and resurgence for Jeremy.
Kind of. I mean, it does a good job of making it about Gira and Jeremy, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much about Yanma, Rita,
or Dibyoski.
Or... And I told you, I always knew that he was on the good side too. Like he betrayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
he wasn't like how I thought, playing all sides.
No.
He was loyal to his country 100%.
Yeah.
Playing his country side, not playing all sides.
I really like how they did all that. This just overall good job, King-Ohger and the crew. It's been a good fun ride.
You're talking about it like we're done with it, dude.
We're done with chapter 1, basically.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It's a shame. I wish Geats could have ended like similar to this, like High Hopes, like how we have it.
The recording just reached 2 hours.
All right, let's.
So we're gonna wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, dude.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for coming back.
We're back.
Came back. We're gonna be doing this again weekly. What a time to come back.
Yeah, we came back good. We came back at a great time.
Next week, we're going to try to do this a little bit sooner so that we can get our impressions of the finale of Geats and the finale of Chapter 1 King-Ohger. We can get that out sooner. We're going to try to.
Right.
So we can make it more succinct because we were gone for a while. We had to catch you up on what was going on, of course. But yeah, again, thank you for listening. I've been Super Blastex. I am Super Blastex everywhere except for TikTok. I'm the Super Blastex.
Oof.
You get me on Twitter, Super Blastex, YouTube, Super Blastex, Instagram, Super Blastex. Find me everywhere. I hope to hear from you soon. I want to see your comments in the down below. Let us know what you think about these episodes, about the seasons, about the toys. I want to hear about you. And Tony?
And I have been Toku Tony. You can catch me everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, MySpace, and Pirates Bay.
Liar.
As at Toku Tony. Yeah, hit us up. I have a YouTube channel too, where I'm doing things, maybe setting up, doing TikToks of the podcast and all that, making funny stuff for all of us. We're back.
Thanks, everybody. We'll hear from you soon, and you'll hear from us next week. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sponsor me.